Hello folks, Matt and Will from West Parks Gaming here, bringing you game number 14, I believe, from us. This is going to be a 1500 point straight 40k game.
Yep.
I'm actually bringing a 40k army instead of my usual 30k lists.
Who would have thought?
I know. Well, it's all because I wanted to try something out, which Will's not too keen on.
Not really.
We are playing Will's new Tau, very exciting, against my Imperial Fists with a special guest. Will's not too keen on the thought of that special guest, but hopefully they will do well. This is the board we're playing on. It's the new mat, or it's a new mat rather, from Game Mat EU. This is called Wasteland, and obviously we're using their terrain as well. The Gothic Ruins, these ones. Yep, very big fan of the mats. This is great. We are playing the Emperor's Will, which... Not the Emperor is Will, playing the Emperor's Will.
I'm the Emperor.
Who knew? Dawn of War deployment, so we're playing across the board that way. We haven't yet rolled for who's taking which side, but we'll do that now.
Yep.
Just pick a die from anywhere. So Will is rolling a 3, and I am rolling a 2. So which side does Will want?
I am going to take this side.
Okay, no worries. So we will get everyone deployed, we'll get the objective markers placed, and then we'll roll to see who goes first, and we'll do C's. Okay, folks, here is 1500 points of Tau, brought from Will. Yet another new army for you.
Yeah.
I believe it's single combined arms detachment with a... Optimised stealth cadre?
Stealth cadre.
Okie dokie. So, let's get down and look at the detail. Okay, let's start off with the combined arms detachment.
Yep. So, we've got a cadre Fireblade.
Sure.
Who's the HQ.
Yep.
And then we've got troop choices. We've got a unit of Fire Warriors.
Yep.
With a Shazui who's got a target lock and marker light.
Okay.
Whole squad has EMP grenades and they've got bonding knife ritual.
Okay, what, they all got rifles?
They've all got rifles, yeah. They've all got rifles as well. Same exact squad there.
Yep.
Fire Warriors, or Strike Squad, whatever they're called now.
Okay.
And then we've got a unit of Pathfinders.
Yep.
Again, Shazui has got a marker light and target lock. Again, they've got bonding knife ritual. And I think they've got grenades as well.
Okay.
Yep.
Just behind them.
Then we've got 3 single units of crisis suits. Not one squad, they're 3 individual squads. They've got bonding knife ritual, and for some reason, even though I know it's pointless, and then they've all got 1 plasma and 1 twin linked plasma for their weapons.
Sure.
Then fast attack, we've got a piranha.
Yep.
Who has got the fusion rather than the whatever it's called,
burst
cannon.
Yep.
And 2 gun drones.
Okie dokie.
Then in heavy support, we've got 3 individual squads of hammerheads.
I didn't realise they were individual.
Yeah, no,
I was hoping they'd be squadroned.
It's not a squadron, it's 3 individual
Dang
units.
it.
All the vehicles have got the disruption pods for the 6+ cover save.
Okay.
And all the hammerheads have got the secondary fire option for the submunition rounds, and also long strike is there. Making an appearance.
Okay.
And then finally, we've got the optimized stealth cadre.
Yep.
Which is 2 squads of stealth suits.
Yep.
Shazui, or the leader of the units, is not the one with the fusions, but we do have 2 fusions in there. And I'll decide who the 2 unit leaders are in a sec, but the leaders have got marker light, target lock, and also a teleportation homer.
Oh, of course they do.
Yep. And then we've got the Ghost Kill.
Okay.
With the 2 stealth drones. It's got the twin linked fusion and the ion accelerator, I believe it's called, and also Feel No Pain.
Perfect.
And possibly Interceptor.
God. Well, that's fine. I haven't got anything to try. Okay, so that is 1500 points of Tau. Let's get
This is my first real time. I mean, I've played them once before, but this is my first time in a long time playing with Tau,
especially with the new bits and pieces.
I haven't played for a long time.
Okay, let's get the Imperial Fists out and see if they can see what they can do. Okay, and here is 1500 points of Imperial Fists. It is a single combined arms detachment. But yeah, no formations, just single combined arms. Let's get into the detail.
Nice and easy.
Okay, so first things first, we have a chaplain as one of my HQ choices. Jump pack melter bombs, and he has the ecclesiarchy relic called the Blade of the Worthy, which means if he's locked in combat, he passes a leadership test, and he becomes strength +2 AP2, which is quite nice. Obviously, he's got his Crozius as well. Second HQ choice, we have Saint Celestine with her 2 Gemini Superior bodyguards. That'd be pretty cool to try her out for the first time. Into troops, we have 4 5-man tactical squads, each with a heavy bolter. 3 of them have rhinos, and the 4th one is just on foot with its heavy bolter. In these squads, these are going to be the sergeants with the Vexillas from 30k, and obviously the bald-headed guys are the sergeants. In this one, they don't have power fists. That's just what's on the models. Onto elites. We have a 6-man Vanguard veteran squad. Sergeant's got a relic blade and melter bombs. There's that guy there. We've got a power axe and storm shield, a power fist and storm shield at the back there, another axe and storm shield, power fist and a power sword on those guys. We've also got a normal dreadnought. He has twin-linked las cannon and missile launcher. And then in heavy support, we have a 5-man Devastator squad with 4 missile launchers. And we've got a Relic Sikaran as well, just for a bit of range and punch on that. So that is 1500 points of Imperial Fists. Interesting to see what they're going to do up against Will's Tau. I've got a horrible feeling I'm just going to get murdered because I haven't got very much range at all, but we shall see.
I'm scared of Celestine.
She's pretty cool, actually. Yeah, she is pretty cool. Hopefully at the end of the day, at the end of the game, she'll be MVP.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what happens. But yeah, so sorry, Celestine is my warlord. Who's your warlord, Will? The Fireblade?
Yeah.
Excellent. Okie dokie. So we will roll for sides and deployment, and yeah, we'll come back to you at the start of the game. Okay, so here we are after deployment. I won the roll-off and deployed first, because as Will pointed out, it means there'll probably only be 1 round of shooting against my sort of Death Star, I suppose you'd call it. It's kind of a Death Star, isn't it? Yeah. It's quite an interesting game, actually, because I'm pretty convinced Will is going to win, and he's pretty convinced I'm going to win. So it's going to be interesting to see which way round it goes.
And how close it is.
And how close it is at the end, yeah. So first things first, objectives. I have placed mine in this building, in the middle floor, just outside my deployment zone. Will has placed his there, just inside his deployment zone, I think.
Yep.
In those ruins there. Right, my deployment, I have a tactical squad in Rhino on the left flank. My Devastators in the building. Second tactical squad in the middle. Third tactical squad without the Rhino. Going to just jump up and seize that objective for me. Hopefully hold it most of the game. My Dreadnought's roughly in the middle. Mm-hmm. The big scary blob is there. Sikaran just behind them, and my other tactical squad is here. The thinking being, this way I've limited places where Will can hide from my guns that can actually hurt his tanks.
Yeah.
So the Sikaran obviously can see over in that corner and all the way down there. The Dreadnought's got pretty good line of sight across the middle, and the Devastators again, pretty decent line of sight across most of the board. So that was the thinking there, and the Veterans and Celestine, that's all 1 unit, by the way. They're just going to jump up into the building and then hopefully just chew their way across that board. So coming around the other side for Will's deployment, we've got one of the hammerheads. That looks like long strike.
Yep.
That's because he wants to kill the Sikaran, I'm thinking.
Yep.
With the Piranha on the left. Fire Warriors.
They are the one's called a Fire Warriors.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
With a stealth suit in front.
Ghost Keel.
Ghost Kill.
Other squad of fire. Stealth suits.
Fire warriors with the fire blade holding the objective.
Yep. And then those are the Pathfinders.
Pathfinders in the building.
And the last two hammerheads.
The second two hammerheads. In reserve, Will has his 3 crisis suits, which will be deep striking in. And obviously my other tactical marines are in the rhinos. So, currently I'm going first. Will is going to try and seize. If he does, I might cry, so be warned, viewers.
Get ready for tears.
Yeah, I hope not. It's a 2. Okay, so... it is night fighting as well, by the way.
Yes.
And what's your warlord trait?
Very good.
Mine is Celestine's fixed one, which I don't actually think has any impact on what we're playing now. Let's have a look. Warlord trait, Beacon of Faith. You're going to focus there. All friendly models within 12 use her leadership when taking acts of faith or war hymns. It's pointless for me.
I'm going to roll on strategic.
Okay.
And then I'm going to go and look at what they are.
Okay. That's a 3.
3.
Is that the +1 to reserves?
I don't know.
I think it might be. But yeah, Will's going to check that. And while we're doing that, we'll just have a quick scan around the board as well. Just about see. The stealth suits, fire warriors. Ooh, the back end of a hammerhead just poking out over there. That's interesting.
Warlord +3 units have infiltrate.
Okay. I don't know that that's going to help you particularly because I'm basically 18 inches away from you anyway. Oh, he's moving. Oh, cheeky. He's moving his squad up.
All in cover.
That's disappointing.
There you go.
Okay, brilliant. All right, so yes, let's do Imperial Fists turn 1, and we'll come back after the movement. Okie dokie, so that's the end of movement, turn 1 for the Imperial Fists. So the rhino that was here has gone 12 inches forwards. The rhino that was there has gone 12 inches forwards. These guys have stayed where they are, because they would. Got a 4-inch move through cover on the tactical squad here, so I've just jumped a couple up to the middle row. Everyone else has just moved into cover. Dreadnought's moved forward 6. Sakara's just pivoted a little bit, and this rhino's also moved up 12 as well, just to make them a little bit concerned. And the assault squad jumped up and into cover there. Dangerous terrain passed on the 3 at the bottom. Failed on the sergeant and the guy with the power fist, but then they both made their armor saves.
Yep.
Which was fortunate for me. Will was praying that they both die. So that's that. So we'll go on to shooting now. And we'll see what happens.
Oh, it's really annoyed me. I fucking hate flying bases.
They're way too spindly, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, so that's the end of turn 1 for the Imperial Fists, and I'll be honest, I'm happy with it. No, it's not. Yes, it is, because I ran already. Damn it. I meant to destroy that entire building full of people. Okay, so what happened? The rhino on the left, in fact, all 3 rhinos popped smoke.
Yep.
The heavy bolters inside snap fired. These 2 here snap fired at the Pathfinders, didn't do anything.
Nope.
This one on the right hand side snap fired at the Fire Warrior squad over there, didn't do anything. And the heavy bolter that was in here that moved snap fired at somebody and didn't do anything anyway.
What killed the Pathfinder?
Oh, maybe it was this one.
Maybe that one killed.
Well, something.
One had a heavy bolter killed a Pathfinder.
The Devastators fired at the hammerhead in the corner, and it's shaken.
That is shaken?
Yeah, shaken.
Just shaken.
The Dreadnought in the middle fired its las cannons and a frag missile.
Oh no, it was a Fire Warrior that died, not a Pathfinder.
You're correct. So, fired its las cannon and a frag missile at the Fire Warriors at the back there. The las cannon killed one. Overkill slightly. But the frag missile didn't do anything, disappointingly. These guys ran a whole inch, which was amazing. And then the Sakaran, who I forgot to mention in the army overview, I bought Schism of Mars, the thing Legacy of War thing that they can take, which gives it Tank Hunter. Which was awesome because Long Strike's dead. Long Strike's dead. Look at there he is. Long Strike's dead. He's lost a foot in the explosion. So that's although it didn't actually explode, but he fell out anyway.
He fell out.
So that is that. It's now on to Tau turn 1.
Yep.
They've got a snap firing hammerhead in the corner.
Mm-hmm.
One hammerhead that's still at full everything. And I didn't manage to kill any of the Pathfinders. So there's going to be Markolites all over the place, I think.
Yep.
Right, Tau turn 1 coming up. Alright, so this is the end of turn 1 movement for the Tau. Hammerhead,
He just moved up a
Shimmied a
tiny
bit.
bit. He's already snap
Stunned.
firing anyway,
Yep.
so he moved forward
6
inches.
Yep.
And then he's got a line of sight on the Sikaran.
Yep.
Just about.
Pathfinder stayed still.
Pathfinder stays still.
Stealth suits
Stealth
moved
suits
forwards.
Moved forward, as did the Ghost Kill. They should all still be within 6.
Yeah. Fire Warriors.
Fire Warriors moved to cover, as did these ones, but they just moved to get a bit of line of sight. And Piranha moved up to take a couple of shots.
Okay. Did Long Strike move? No.
He's still
Oh,
alive.
he's still alive. I'll have to go and finish him off in a minute. Okay, so that's the end of that. We'll go into shooting phase now for the Tau in turn 1.
Yep. They need to be pinned.
Who? Oh, yes. No, you didn't blow it up. Okay, then. That is the end of turn 1 for the Tau.
Yay.
Markolites from the Pathfinders lit up the Devastators. This Hammerhead then used those to up its ballistic skill. Managed to kill 1 of the Devastators. This guy's railgun penned the Sikaran all the way over here. We've got a number 4, which is stunned. The combined fire of the stealth suit team there and the Ghost Kill were required to destroy the Rhino.
Yeah.
The Fire Warriors at the back then shot at the tactical squad that disembarked but didn't do any damage.
Nope.
These guys destroyed the Rhino.
Dreadnought.
The Dreadnought, sorry, beg your pardon, with the first shot from the fusion gun.
Yeah.
Those guys at the back fired at the Vanguard vets, put a single wound on that Gemini Superior at the front. Fusion gun fired straight into Celestine and rolled 1 to wound.
Yep.
And then the drones fired and she made all her saves. So that's the end of that. We'll go on to turn 2 now for the Imperial Fists. I haven't got any reserves to roll, so let's just get on with it and see what happens.
Oh, actually, assault moves for me.
Assault moves for Will.
Yeah.
I've got they're probably all in my pocket.
Probably.
2?
Yeah, 2 please. Thank you.
Okay, so we may as well do them on camera while we're still filming.
So this squad is going to move 8 inches, and this stealth squad 6 inches, and he'll move as well 4 inches.
Okay, so we'll get those moved, then we'll come back at the end of turn 2 movement for the Imperial Fists. Right, turn 2 movement for the Imperial Fist is done. Obviously the Devastators have stayed where they were. This Rhino has just moved up 12 again. Smashed through the building, didn't immobilise itself, which I was very grateful for.
Yay!
So his heavy bolt is probably just going to snap fire up at the Pathfinders or something. Idea being just to give Will something to think about over this side of the board, because at the moment all my scary stuff's over there.
Just a bit.
The tactical squad in the middle that got out their Rhino, that had to get out their Rhino last time, have just moved up a bit to rapid fire, probably into the Pathfinders as well. Heavy bolt has stayed still. These guys got enough of a move through cover to get up onto all levels of the building. Heavy bolter again in there, stayed still. Sikaran was stunned last turn, so couldn't move, but I've pivoted the autocannon so I can see that hammerhead, so I snap fire at that along with that las cannon on that side. Rhino here moved up 6, and the squad have got out just to try and take that out. It's a Tama 10 on the side, so I might be able to do something to it. With enough rapid firing, I might be able to do something. And the heavy bolter, obviously, although he's snap firing. And over here, Celestine and the Vanguard squad have split. So the Vanguards are going after these here Fire Warriors. And I think they should probably murder them quite handily. assuming they manage to make it in. And Celestine and the Gemini are going after the stealth suits. I'm tempted to... no, I can't make it past there, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd try and declare a thingamajigger.
Yeah.
Disordered charge.
Yep.
And long strike. Still crawling forward.
He's still moving.
Yeah, he's still crawling.
In fact, he's moving 5 millimeters.
5 millimeters, yeah. Okay, so that's the end of that. Let's go on to shooting phase, turn 2 now. See if my tank hunting, snap firing, Sakaran can do something. And let's see what we can do, turn 2, coming up. We interrupt this shooting phase with a little bit of an update. So Saint Celestine used her Emperor's Vengeance, I think it's called, which is the large blast.
Is it one use only?
Yeah. The large blast thing.
Well done,
she
Celestine.
targeted at this squad. It's scattered over here, which is exactly what I wanted it to do. Hit all 3 of the stealth team. Obviously 2's to wound. That's a 1. That's a 1. And that's a 1.
Yay!
That's wicked. I love that.
But
But on the plus side, I do hit a
4.
shed load of those fire warriors as well.
Yeah.
So we'll do that and then we'll come back at the end of the shooting phase.
No, they give it a 2-up. They basically give it stealth and shrouded.
Oh. Stealth and shrouded. Very handy. Turn 2 shooting over and done with for the Imperial Fist now. This guy over here firing out the hatch with his heavy bolter. Snap firing, I think, killed a Pathfinder.
Yep.
The rest of the squad here killed another 3.
Yep.
I think.
Run away.
The Devastator missile launchers fired at this. I don't know why I'm pointing without the camera being there. Fired at that hammerhead. He jinked. I did no damage, but he's snap firing anyway, which is nice. The squad here fired at I want to say the fire warriors.
Yes, they did.
At the back.
Killed a couple.
Killed 1 maybe.
And
then we saw what happened with the August bombardment on the stealth team. That didn't do anything, but then it killed 2, a couple more of the fire warriors in there.
Yeah.
But Will's passed his leadership test and they're not running away. The Pathfinder is running away.
Yep.
No more shooting from around here. This guy fired snap shooting at the hammerhead you can just see there next to the building, past the rhino. Zoom in over there. What did we do to it? We just did a glance, I think.
You glanced it.
And that was all.
Yep.
And then the squad here, rapid firing bolters. I didn't even get to fire the heavy bolter. Destroyed the piranha. So that's that. We're on to the assault phase. I may as well roll these on camera because you've got a bajillion Overwatch. Yeah, right. Yeah, we'll come back after we've
Because I need to work out how much.
made the charges, and then we'll go over the assault phase after that. So, start of the assault phase. Vanguard's got into the fire warriors. No damage done on Overwatch. Celestine's got into the stealth suits. Lost 1 of the Gemini. It was only 1 wound, actually, wasn't it?
Yeah, insta-killed.
Yeah, and so she's dead, but she'll be back next turn. So yeah, let's do this assault phase, and we'll come back at the end. So that's the end of the assault phase, turn 2. How is this only turn 2? Turn 2 for the Imperial Fists.
Tony debuff.
The Vanguard squad made very short work of the Fire Warriors. The Chaplain and the Sergeant were the only 2 that actually attacked, and they just murdered everything.
Yep.
And then Celestine murdered the Stealth squad, and they've both consolidated. That's the end of that. Will's got 3 reserve rolls to make. Does he have any dice?
I don't know.
There's some dice.
They're all the same, so...
Yep. That's a 2 and a 6 and a 5. Okay, so Will's got 2 crisis suits coming on, and we'll come back at the end of turn 2 for the tower. Turn 2
Turn 2 movement.
for the Tau. What happened, Will? Where's he going? How many millimeters? 5 millimeters again. He's pretty speedy for a dead guy.
My charges.
Actually going forward.
Who's calling him?
That's why every time I don't have anything to shoot at, I just shoot at him to see how many wounds I can do to him by the end of the game.
How many have you done?
5? Something like that. What did this hammerhead do?
That just moved up.
Yep.
That one moved up as well.
Yep.
That's got...
Silly.
The two
they
crisis
destructed him.
suits. Yep.
In rapid fire range of the Vanguard squad.
Yep.
Everything else
That's the
is just
sergeant,
turned
I
around and is going to shoot the fuck out of Celestine.
Okay, cool. And what's going on over this side? Nothing, because you haven't got anything left. Shooting phase, Tau turn 2 coming up.
Although, having said that, she attacked first, which means at least you might overwatch. Because if you charge in, she attacks first.
5 attacks?
Yep.
4 wounds, feel no pain.
Yeah,
I think she might have 6 actually, because I think she might have a pistol, but I don't know.
But you don't have any wounds, it's just feel no pain.
It's only got 3 armor saves. So
Yeah, so it's just basically, a Terminator's invulnerable.
Right, Will, that was Will and Alex just debating the merits of Will charging his Ghost Keel at Celestine. So end of shooting phase, turn 2. Jesus, turn 2 for the Tau. 2 of the tactical marines died from hiding behind the Rhino. They failed their leadership test and ran away 9 inches. The Gemini superior that was left over died from the stealth suits,
yes,
I think. And that was all. And Celestine took a wound from somebody over there. Stealth suits again, I think.
The Fire Warriors, I think.
The Fire, yes, I beg your pardon, the Fire Warriors. And then the Vanguard squad got decimated by the 2 crisis suits there.
Yep.
But they've got a chaplain, so they're fearless. So they don't have to worry about running away. That's the end of that. Will's on his assault phase. I'm going to Overwatch. If he's going to charge my Ghost Keel. Yeah, if he's going to charge his Ghost Keel. So I'm going to Overwatch with a Heavy Flamer. 1. Toughness. 1 wound. Yep. Take a wound. Okay, and he's within 2 inches, so he's made it into combat. We'll do this fight, and then we'll come back at the end of the assault phase. That is the end of the assault phase in turn 2.
Yeah.
For the Tau. I still can't believe it's turn 2. I'm kind of think maybe I've got confused and it's actually turn 3.
No, turn 2.
Okay. So Celestine got charged by the Ghost Keel, put 3 wounds on the Ghost Keel itself, and it then did a wound back on Celestine, so actually she's down to 3 as well. And then he passed his leadership test. And so he's stuck in combat. So we're coming on to Imperial Fist's turn 3 now. So the first thing we do is we put one of them back.
Yeah. It's just instant.
That
just
at the
happens.
start of each turn.
Ugh.
And then I'm also going to... What do they get? Furious Charge and Counterattack. Pretty pointless. There's nobody else within 12. Okay, so that is... Right. Start of turn 3 for the Imperial Fists. Okay, so that's the end of movement phase, turn 3 for the Imperial Fists. The tactical squad over here jump back in their Rhino and just move forwards 12. We saw the Gemini come back. The assault squad, or the Vanguard squad rather, with the chaplain have jumped up and over. Going to be multi-charging quite a lot of stuff probably. This squad's just moved back up 6. Devastators haven't moved. Tactical squad here haven't moved. Those guys move forward 6, disembarks. They're going to be rapid firing to the back of that hammerhead. And yeah, that's that. So let's see what happens in the shooting phase. That's the end of the shooting phase in turn 3 for the Imperial Fists. All of these guys fired at the back of the hammerhead, made it jink but didn't do any damage. These 3 fired at this hammerhead, made it jink, didn't do any damage.
No.
These guys fired at... I don't think they fired.
No.
Actually,
I don't think they did.
now that I think about it.
I don't remember
They're
that.
just walk forwards.
Okay, they're going to run, just because
Easy.
5.
Not bad.
These guys here fired at the Fire Warriors, killed 1.
Yep.
The Heavy Bolter in the top of the Rhino, snap fired at them as well, missed everything. And I fired a bolt pistol at the stealth team from the Vanguard vets there and missed. So we're on to the assault phase now, in turn 3 for the Imperial Fists. Right, so charges, this is after Overwatch. The Vanguards and the Chaplain made it into all 3 of those units. Lost 1 to Overwatch. and these guys are still in combat here. So we'll get these resolved, and we'll come back at the end of the turn 3 assault phase. So that's the end of the assault phase in turn 3 for the Imperial Fists. Celestine did 1 wound to the Ghost Keel and the drone, so Will took it on a drone, and then got a wound back, so the Gemini's on a 1 wound. Then the Chaplain charged in, put a wound on that red-headed crisis suit there. The Vanguard Veteran killed 2 of the stealth suits, no wounds back, and this one's running away. And that's the end of that. So we've got 1 more reserve roll, Will.
Yeah.
Would you like a die?
I would like a die.
Somewhere down there. That's a 5.
Yeah.
So we've got 1 crisis suit coming in. And then we'll go on to the movement phase and come back after that. Right, so turn 3, Tau. Pathfinder, the lone dude rallied, the stealth suit rallied. These guys move through cover over this way.
6 inches, yeah.
Not sure where they're going. They're probably going to shoot these guys. Oh, right, okay. This one hasn't moved because he wants to fire his missiles over somewhere. This one didn't move. He deep struck 6 inches further forward, but then scattered back a little bit. And that's it.
Yep.
Everything else is locked in combat. So let's do shooting, and we'll be back in a mo. Turn 3 shooting phase for the Tau is now over. The burst cannon on the stealth suit who regrouped killed 1 of the tactical marines. The snap firing marker light on the Pathfinder hit the tactical marines here and gave +1 ballistic skill to the hammerhead, which missed everything. Or failed. No, it hit with the railgun, hit with 1 of the missiles, but failed to wound with both of them. This guy failed to do anything to the tactical squad there. And this guy with all of his plasma killed 1 of my Devastators. That's that, so we'll go on to the assault phase now. Turn 3 for the Tau. That is the end of turn 3 for the Tau.
Yep.
Did he want to do an assault move, actually, by the way?
Yeah, go on then.
So it's not quite the end of this
So
turn for the Tau. Will's going to do the assault move on that one. So what happened over here?
Oh, that's nice.
The Chaplain and the last Vanguard killed the 2 crisis suits. Celestine and the Gemini killed 1 of the... He put 1 wound basically on the Ghost Kill, which he took on the drone, and that was it. So, yeah. And Will's just assault moved over there. Yeah, turn 4, Imperial Fists. First thing we do, Gemini comes back.
Is it just auto?
Into there. And then, yeah, let's go with this. Turn 4, Imperial Fists. Turn 4, Imperial Fists. So the tactical marines over there have shimmied around in the building a bit to get some shots on the crisis suit. The Devastators haven't moved. These guys move forwards. They're going to charge the hammerhead. Same with these guys. They'll charge this one. Rhinos move forwards. Stormbolter at 1 of these 2 targets. Tactical squad over here. Move forward, 6 disembarked. So again, they're going to shoot somewhere over here. Vanguard and Chaplain have moved up on the Fire Warriors, and as we saw, they're locked in combat there. So let's go on to the shooting phase and see what we can do. Okay, so that is the end of turn 4 for the Imperial Fists, and Will has decided to call it there.
Yeah, I think I've won enough.
Really, I'm holding both objectives and got First Blood Warlord and Linebreaker.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Okay, cool. Reason for the submission is Will has a crisis suit and 2 hammerheads left. Oh, I forgot. And a stealth suit.
Oh, stealth suit.
Yeah. I actually really enjoyed that game. It felt a little one-sided at times, but at the same time, it didn't. Do you know what? It's really weird. Just on the book, just anyway.
I think you only having 1 round of shooting before realistically you were in my face.
Yeah,
was huge.
That certainly. I mean, but equally,
said,
there were 3 rhinos in your face in turn 1 as well.
True. My shooting just didn't seem to do a whole lot.
No,
I don't think.
I think you got I think you would have been tabled if I'd killed the Ghost Kill sooner.
Yeah, the Ghost Kill was good for holding up Celestine.
Yeah, I was quite surprised by that, actually. How quickly he managed to do that. Or how effectively he managed to do that. But, so that's one win for the Imperial Fists.
Yeah.
In a 40k list. Which I don't normally take. That's a terrible picture, so I'll just ignore that. Yes, it was good. I feel sorry for Will because
as good as you
Don't
were.
feel sorry for Will.
I do. Every time I win, I feel sorry for the opponent.
I'll bring my Dark Angels next.
Okay.
I'll bring Celestine.
Okay. Celestine on Celestine combat. See what happens. I think if she hadn't been there, the Vanguards wouldn't have made it to your lines. Probably, because you would have focused more fire on them, more than likely.
Yeah.
Having said that, you did fire most of your hammerheads at the Sakaran.
If Celestine wasn't about, I might have kept the Crisis Suits on the board and just jumped them up and plasma them in the face.
That would have done it. Yeah. That was really good. Game 14 from us. Thank you very much for watching. And we'll see you in the next one.
Yeah. Bye.